Hi, we continue our videos and today I'll tell you how to operate with KNRm controller. We start with powering it on. We take the box with battery. Here's the battery and it should be charged first. You take the charger and an adapter. Remove the adapter. Plug it in. And plug it into the charger. Then you take these two small cables, plug them together and connect to the charger first. Red and black. Now we connect the battery. We have two connectors in here. We need to connect both of them. This and this, and be careful. Now it's ready to charge. After you plug it into the socket, it will light up with red color, and after it's charged, it will set green. When it's charged, you can simply disconnect it. We will remove it for now. And KNRm can be powered on. We take this cable, connect it to the KNRm first, then to the battery. And remember, red to red, black to black. Don't miss it. Turn on the power switch. You may see two LEDs lighten up. It's booting. At this point of time, we can take our USB cable and connect it to the PC. It's USB Type B cable and it's port just under the power switch. On the screen you see popped up window, my real USB monitor, and we can go directly to live view. Let's create a new VI. If you right click and expand this, you may see user libraries and KNRs library. These are KNR blocks to control it. You can pin it here and use it. Also, we have a lot of examples. Go to Help, Find Examples, use Directory Structure, and look for KNRs 3.0 LabVIEW Toolkit. Examples. And here they are. We will start with DC motor example. Just click it. Here it is. Next thing, we are going to connect our DC motor. I take the box with DC motors. And it's hard to open them. I need scissors. And we can take any of them. I'm going to use a cable for the motor. It's in the box under the motor. We will take this one. It should be enough. Move it to the side for now. And this part goes to the motor. It may be a bit tough to connect. This part goes into any motor port that is available on KNR. There are 4 of them. Let's take first one, why not? And you should connect both cables. And it's done. Now we can run the program. Just press the run button. You may see that IP is KNRm USB. Resource is anything. Actually, there are 4 resources, and they depend on what do you connect to your KNR. As I told you before, there are 4 motor ports, and if you use 4 DC motors, it's 4D resource. If you use 3 DC motors and 1 RC extender, it's DDDR. This one is for I2C extender, and this one is if you use 2 motors and both RC and I2C extenders. As long as we use only 1 motor, we can choose any of them. Use first port, and we can enable the motor. You see it's working. We can change its speed to any value from -100 to 100. You also see that here's the velocity and position, which could be reset again. And that's the DC motor example. We go to examples again and check which one is next. Let's try onboard device example. Make it full screen and run. Here you may see that this is a gyroscope values. We can turn our controller and see them changing. Right LED. We can play with our LEDs. They are very informative. And read button. As I told you, there is a touch sensor in here, and we can easily read it. All code is available here. And just press stop. Next example is RC servo motor example. Make it full screen. We need our RC motor first. I have one in here. I simply plug it to the RC port, which is on this side. Let's take first one. We can start the VI. We should specify the port of the RC motor. It could be onboard and box. This one is onboard, so we choose onboard and we can power it on. You see it's working, and we can change pulse width from, as I remember, 700 start point to 2300. Another point. Just choose a position. Also, a very useful feature is help. Just press Ctrl H, and context help is just right here. If you are not sure about some values, just move your cursor to the context help, and it will tell you what kind of data you need to put in it. and stop it. As I told you, we have an RC extender. If you want to use more than 2 RC motors, this could be very useful. First of all, we need to power it on. We take the same cable as for motor, I have them separated, and connect them to the 4th motor port. It's on this side, here and here. Now we can take, I think it's the same motor, and we connect it to any port, for example number 3. After we connected RC motor, we can start the VI and make sure if the box is connected to the 4th motor port, you should choose DDDR, like R is 4th letter, and if you connect it to the 3rd port, it should be DDRC. Which is this one, and it's already power on. We can change motor position to any value we want from 700. Didn't press it. From 700 up to 2300. That's the RC extender box. Next part is about sensor. We go to read analog sensor example. They're here. Analog sensors are sensors such as light sensor and touch sensor. We take an I2C cable and connect it to the I2C port here and to the sensor. We will start with touch one. We run the program, and onboard sensor is L1. It's touch sensor, and we can see that it's working. We can connect also the light sensor. Check the EOPD, it should be similar, and it's also working. You may see the value changing. Stop. Now it's about the digital sensor. Read digital sensor example. Make it full screen, and I have an ultrasonic sensor here. We connect it to the same port. Run the program, choose L1 as onboard port and ultrasonic, and you may see the distance. Stop. But what if you need to use more than one LEGO sensor? Here comes the I2C extender box. We take it and we wrap cables under it. We're gonna need them. Use the scissors to open it. And we need among them one special cable with a pin in the middle. It goes into this port, and after that goes to the analog port here. Also, we need a cable from under the KNRm box, which is 3-pin connector. Here it is. We connect it here and to first analog input. It's ready. Let's try to connect both light and touch sensors. We are taking I2C cables. Let's connect light sensor to the port 1 and touch sensor to the port 2. And open read analog program. We run it and choose LS1. LS1, LS3, LS4 and LS2 are ports from the extender, which is LS1. You remember that it's light sensor. And we see data changing. And touch sensor is LS2. You can see it's also working. If you need to use digital sensors, for example ultrasonic one, we are disconnected analog and take a digital cable. I connect it in here and to the KNR force port. Now we can take our ultrasonic sensor and connect it to the first port or any one of them. And we start this program, run read digital program, start, and choose DDD-RC or DDD-C. The main thing is C, which stands for I2C extender box is forced, same as force port in here. And choose LS1, ultrasonic. And yeah, distance is working, everything is good. Let's come back to examples. In here you can find more examples on other sensors and feel free to explore them. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching us.